Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 14 of our Transport Fever 2 Let's Play. If you guys are new to the series, definitely check out some of the older videos, and if you're a returning viewer, just wanted to say thank you before we start off. We just hit 500 subscribers, and that is awesome. I'm loving making this series. I hope you guys are enjoying it. So let's go ahead and get into episode 14. So, before we kind of start out, here I'll kind of zoom out a little bit. I just wanted to see what you guys are thinking about the new audio. Hopefully it sounds improved. I have a new audio setup that I'm trying out. I'm still trying to tweak it a little bit, trying to get it to be perfect. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if it sounds better, worse. If it sounds worse, I'm really going to be that won't be good. But hopefully you guys think it sounds better. So just let me know. But we started out here on one of these buses. This is Redruth. You can probably recognize it. And the reason for that is that I went through and swapped out all of our buses. So basically the way I did it, if I go into a depot here to show you, if it was one of these L'Obéissance, I'm going to go with, the French steam bus, I swapped it out for these post-bus ETs. And if it was one of these Landauers, I swapped it out for a Gaggenau. So I just essentially bumped it up 2 slots. So steam bus to post bus, Landauer to Gaggenau. And now hopefully all of our lines will work a little bit better and be functioning. So interestingly enough, this is the second time I'm recording this episode. The first time my video file got corrupted, so I had to go back and redo it. So we're back. So hopefully this will go better this time. So what we were working on at the end of the last episode was getting silver delivered here. So you can see we're starting to get some silver bars delivered here, which is great. And obviously we're using this production chain here for goods, plastic and silver bars. The silver is interchanging here at Carshalton, and we have a ton of silver ore here on the platform, which is great. I always want there to be enough silver ore here so that the train can come in and pick it up and be on its way. And just so you recall, that silver ore is coming from all the way down here, hopping on our main line. Let's see if we can find the train. Yeah, here's the silver ore train going back to get more. And then, like I said, interchanging at Carshalton. So that's working really well. So the other portion of that chain, obviously, is plastic. So we need to get some plastic. Before we do that, I'm just going to come through here. And let's see, silver ore. Maybe get 4 more vehicles on there. And then maybe 6 more. Maybe we'll get 4 for now on the silver bar delivery, just because that one's pretty long. So, plastics. Going back up to Redruth, where we started out earlier, we're going to use this chemical plant here in Redruth, which uses refined oil to create plastic. And we have a little oil chain right here. We have a crude oil well, Twickenham well, and then the Redruth oil refinery. So we can kind of use this as our little production chain. So let's start getting that set up. So if we come over here to this chemical plant, we can grab a road. I think I'll tee it off here nicely, and then we'll just kind of follow that little forest right there down towards the coast, and then make our way just down the coast. Nice short segments. We don't want to be doing a ton of terraforming here. We'll just kind of run down the coast like that. I'll probably bring a road off here. Keep it level just so that it looks nice. And then we'll tie it in there. And then we can probably just come through here and just smooth this road out. There wasn't anything major. So I don't think that needs to be decorated necessarily. So let's smooth that out. Now, to get up to the oil well, I think we're going to run right down this coast, connect in by this forestry plant, and then just use this road that already exists. Because if we go into our terrain here, it's kind of hilly. I don't think there's really a need to, you know, we could cut off a little distance if we kind of connected up there. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. We'll see. So I'll aim for that little wedge in the trees right there for where we're going to go. So let's kind of curve this around. Curve slightly around that forest there. And then we can start to make our way over here. And then we will tee in there. Come through and smooth that out. This portion of the road, I think we could probably straighten this portion a little bit. So why don't we do that? Just kind of curve it like that. Run straight up here and connect that in. And then we'll just come through and smooth out this area a little bit. Okay. So let's come in here now and let's get some platforms in. Now, can I get one in? Could get one in there. Could also put one in like this. I think I'll probably do it this way. So why don't we just maybe put that there. Add on a couple of those. An entrance and an exit. And then we will just connect those up like so. Okay, so we have a platform there. Smooth it out. And now they're going to come down this road and they need to interchange here. So this will have 2 platforms. So I could connect it in like that. Yeah, let's do that. So I will connect this in like this. This needs 2 platforms, like I said. And now let's see, can I get... Yeah, I can get another entrance in there, so that'll be good. That will allow the oil trucks to come in and just drop off right there. And then let's smooth this out. So I'll back that terrain out a little bit, smooth it out. Okay, now they're going to come down this road here, and they're going to need to drop here at this facility. So I'm going to put the platform on the other side, just because I would love to get it kind of right here. So I'll add on a few platforms there, and then maybe a building just for the appearance. I think that looks quite nice. Okay, so now let's set up some lines. So our first line is going to be our crude drop-off. So we'll have them wait for full load forever before they come up there. So this will be Redruth crude. Oh, where'd it go? Redruth crude. Okay, next line will be Redruth oil. So let's change that. Redruth oil. Just like that. And now let's make sure these lines are stopping. Yes, they are. They're using the platforms that I would like them to use. Okay. So now what I'm about to do, this is going to seem pointless, I guess, would probably be the word. I'm going to connect these to Redruth, because these are Redruth Industries. So I imagine a lot of the people who work there probably from Redruth. So I would like there to be a little road connection here. So in order to do that, I'm going to grab a road. I am going to branch it off here. So let's branch it off straight. And then bring it right down here. Maybe like that. And then if I grab this and pull it straight across, I'd like that to be nice and flat. It is. And then we can return it to the ground and just kind of see where we're going. I actually might send it down this way. So let's just send this kind of down the coast. Like that. I'll grab this road. And then we'll connect those up like so. So now that's connected up. And there's a secondary reason why I wanted to do that, other than just the realism of it. I don't like this road, so I'm going to change that. I'd love for it to connect to there. Like that. And interestingly, they're coming down there to get in. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Anyway, so this is set up now. So now we can come in here, and I'll buy some cargo vehicles. Let's get 10 of them for the crude line. Or for the oil line, rather. And then I'm actually going to come into Twickenham, and I'm going to buy them from here. So let's get maybe 35. And we will put those on the crude line. So those will come out here, and now we have vehicles on both of those. However, this is not going to start producing plastic until there is a purpose. So what we're going to do is we're going to ship it down to Carshalton. We're going to expand this facility and add in a cargo harbor right up here. So let me go into my terrain view here. And I'm just going to pull this in here and then square it off. And then we will come in here and just clean this up like that. Smooth all this out. And now we should be able to get a cargo harbor right in here. So let's put that in there. Grab a large landing, like so. And then we can come back in here and just kind of fill this in. Make this look nice. And then I think we're going to back off some of these trees here. And then let's see, do we have gravel? How does that look? Yeah, that looks nice. A little bit of gravel back there. Perfect. Okay, and now if I come in here, yeah, this is all smoothed out. Perfect. So now, let's grab a little road here. And then let's see, if I connect that up here, is that in catchment? Yes, it is. So now that is in catchment of the plastic facility. Perfect. This is starting to produce crude. This will start to produce oil, but this will not start to produce plastic until we get that delivery set up. So let's come in here now. Let's add in some waypoints, because I think we're going to need them. So let's kind of do something like this. And then let's see if that will work. Hopefully it will. So, if we come down to Carshalton, we need to expand this facility. So let's get a cargo building in there. Something like that. And then let's grab our terrain tools here. Let's back that out. Let's see if that's enough. It is. Okay. So now if we come back in here, kind of smooth that out. Grab that height. And we will smooth all of that out. Because I'm going to rework this road layout. So I'll back that out. Get rid of all of this. And we're gonna rework this. So let's grab a road here. I might just pull it all the way out here. Make a connection there. Connect that up. Connect it up there. I will upgrade this road. And then I will tie that in there. So now all of our lines still function. But now I am going to grab this. Let's back that out. Because I'm going to put in a platform here. So let's kind of spin this around. I need to put in a little segment of road here, just so that they don't curve that. So let's see, if I put that in there, it's going to be a pretty big platform. Because I would like it to connect on both sides. So I know that this platform is probably too big. But that's okay. And now it connects on both sides. So that's obviously in catchment of the cargo facility, which is what I want. And now we can kind of smooth all this out. Make it look nice. Okay. So now we need to set up a delivery line. New line. Come up here and drop off. So let's make this purple because it's going to be dropping off the plastic. Let's have them wait forever for a full load. And this is going to be Carshalton plastic. Okay. Now, we need to do some specifics here. Hang on 1 minute. Sorry about that. What we were saying is I only want them to load plastic up here. And then once they get here, do I want them to load anything here and bring it back to the city? Yeah, let's actually have them... No. Don't load anything when they come back. Just bring the plastic and then drop that off. Yeah. No, I'm actually going to have them load goods here and bring them back to the harbor. Yeah. So just load goods here. So they're only going to pick up plastic, and then they'll pick up goods here. And then Carshalton silver, don't load anything up here. Okay, perfect. And the reason that they're going to pick up the goods is that I'm actually going to have another line running this way, and you'll see why in a minute. But first, let's get this shipping lane set up before we start getting stuff going weird. So we'll have them go through both of those, and then run down through all of these in here. And then we will hit these on the way back. Just to make sure we're not crossing over, doing anything weird. Quick autosave. No cross in here. And then they'll go through there. Okay, let's make this purple. Now, we want them to wait for a full load forever of plastic. Here, they're going to pick up nothing but plastic. Down here, they're going to pick up whatever's available, and they are going to pick up grain. And you're probably thinking, where are they going to get the grain from? Well, that's coming. That's coming. So this is going to be Redruth to Carshalton, plastic, and grain. Now let's go in here and let's get some ships on there. So we're going to go with these Dinara Castles. It's our largest capacity ship, and it's tied for our fastest. The Zoroaster and the Vandal are only liquid fuels, or liquid cargo. So I think I'm going to get maybe 3 of these to start. So let's get 3 of those on that line. And it's going to take them a while to actually, you know, get anything. But they'll just queue up and they'll wait and they'll space themselves out as they go. Now we got a ton of trucks here picking up crude, which is good. And that will start working. Now, the grain. Again, you're probably wondering, like, what is this grain? We are going to start delivering food into Redruth. And the place that we're going to produce it is Dukinfield. So we're going to use the food processing plant, which uses either meat, coffee, or alcohol to produce a food product. We will use the alcohol distillery here, and we will ship the grain up here via these grain facilities in Norton. So we're going to truck the grain into Norton, put it on a train, send it up to the Carshalton rail hub, truck it from Carshalton down to this grain facility, or down to the docks, and then ship it up here on the same ships that are on this line. Right? Make sense? Okay, so let's get that going. So let's kind of work backwards here. So the first thing we're going to need is just to set up a new line here. It's going to drop off here. Do I want them to turn around? Yeah, that's fine. Let's make it a dark green. Let's have them wait for a full load forever before they come up here. And this is going to be Carshalton grain. So we can get some trucks on there. I don't think we really need all that many to start. Just enough to kind of get the... maybe 5. Just enough to show that there's some interest so that as we set this up, it will function. Now let's go up here to Redruth. You can see this can support more vehicles. So let's get maybe 5 more, bring it up to a nice even 40. And you can see we got our first truck of crude going down there. Perfect. Actually, did I get any vehicles on this plastic delivery? I don't think I did. Carshalton plastic. Yep, I did not. So let's do that. So let's get maybe 10. There we go. So now there's some trucks here. So now this should start to recognize that facility because we got the ships coming in. It's just a question of the demand, the connection. Okay. So now let's come over here and let's set up this road connection. So I will grab a road. And we will branch it off here. And make our way up to the alcohol distillery. We'll go right in there. And now we can add in 2 platforms. Because one is going to be dropping off the grain. Yeah, so something like that. And then maybe a building. Just for the fun of it. So that's going to be... So the grain is going to come into this harbor. It's going to get dropped off here. So this is going to need another platform. Actually, 2 more, now that I think about it. So we'll have 1 line coming up here, and then the trucks are going to come along this route, and they are going to come through Dukinfield. I think I'm going to have them come through like that. So they'll just bypass the town, and then they will run up here. So now we need a facility here with just one platform. Let's put it on this side so that I can squeeze this in right here. And we'll put something in like that. Okay, so now let's set up our lines. So we'll have this line. Let's make that green. Actually, let's make it brown for the alcohol. This will be Dukinfield, alcohol, and food. And now we'll have another line running up here. Make this kind of a yellowish color. Have them wait for a full load of grain. And this will be Dukinfield grain and food, because it's going to bring the food back. So we'll bring grain up. The next trucks will bring the alcohol up to the facility and bring food back. And then the trucks that are delivering the grain will bring the food back down here, where we will then have trucks deliver it into Redruth. So let's get a truck stop. Let's see, they can come into town and maybe drop it right there. So let's get a new line going. And those will come into here. Let's make that a green color. Light green. Yeah, that doesn't conflict. And these will wait for a full load up here at this facility. And I want them to be on platform 1. So let's see, this will be Redruth food. Nice. Okay. And now I think we will get a depot here in Dukinfield. Let's put that in. And then let's use that to buy our vehicles here. So let's get maybe 8 on both of those lines. So that's 9 selected. Okay, 8. These will go on the alcohol line. And then these... Let's see, I don't know what... I think it's that color. Will go on the food line. So now we have 8 in both of those. Hopefully they don't overflow the queue here. Let's see, this is starting to load up with plastic. And now let's get maybe 5 onto this line. So we can get those onto the food line, so they'll just wait there to deliver the food back. Okay, now this is working pretty well. I think, honestly, we could probably get more trucks on here. Let's get 6 more. And we might be able to get a couple more oil trucks, so let's get 4 more. Perfect. Okay, so that's starting to produce. Again, this is still waiting for enough oil to get in. But now, where's the grain gonna go? So we've got trucks here waiting to pick up the grain. And interestingly enough, this is actually pretty starved of grain. These ships are not able to move enough grain. I hope that we get some better ships to move it. But what we're going to do is we're going to establish a second grain production. So first, let's get the rail ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in another section here. Like so. And now we will grab our track. Pull that into here. We're starting to get catenary, which is interesting, because I don't think we have any electric trains yet. I'm just going to pull this up here, and then branch that in, and let's get a non-one-way signal right there. Okay, so now we have a place here. We need to add on a platform right? And this is where they're going to drop off the grain. They're going to use that center platform. So let's grab one of these. Let's put that in right here. Add on a couple of those and a building. And now we can establish a new line running into here. And let's see, at Norton, use platform 3 to do your drop off. And wait for a full load of grain. So this will be Norton grain. So now we can get some trucks on there. Let's go ahead and buy some. Let's get 15. I think would be a good number. So we can get them onto there. So now we're going to run a train down this track, around this bend, and into this platform. So now the question is, where do I want to drop it? Do I want to branch another train on here? Or another line? Could I even do that? Could. Would it be able to make that curve, I wonder? Probably. So let's see. If I add on just a track there. Yep. That can connect in, so that's what we'll do. So let's go ahead and just fill that out a little bit. So now we've got track in there. So that's where our train will show up. So let's come in here now. Let's start a new line from Norton up here. So that's going into the correct platform. Let's make it green. I don't think that that conflicts with any of our rail lines down here. It does not. And it's coming in here. Perfect. And then it's going to bend in here. So now at Norton, wait for a full load of any. So this is going to be Norton to Carshalton, grain, and food. Because we're going to bring food back here. And you're probably wondering why we're bringing food back to Norton, and it's because Yateley demands food. So let's come into Yateley. And let's put a food drop-off right there. And that's why we added this extra platform on here. Because now we can do a food delivery. And let's see, that green conflicts. Make it like a blue color. Yeah, that works. So let's make it blue. So that will drop off the food there. Let's make it a little bit more vibrant blue so that it doesn't conflict with our bus line too badly. And let's have them wait for a full load up here at Norton. Let's put them on platform 1. So now this will be Yateley food. And we can get some trucks on there. Why don't we get 4? Make them blue. Put them on that line. It's going to be a while before they actually get there. And these trucks aren't recognizing anything because we don't have a train. So what train are we going to go with? A PLM or an A35? PLM or an A35? So currently, the trains that we have on here, we have a BR. What is this? Let me come up here. We have a BR89, so that goes 25 miles an hour. That needs to be replaced. Let's see, Carshalton to Norton, 68 passengers. And then down here, 76. Yeah, so let's come in here. Let's replace this with a PLM. And then if we come into our passenger cars, we now need to bump this up. So let's just get rid of those. Let's do something like that. 105 capacity. So now there's a PLM on there. So now the top speed of all of these trains is now 37 miles an hour, because I believe the Conmat is a PLM. The Tools train is an A35. So yeah, let's go with let's get an A35 on here. This is going to be a big train. So now we want gondolas to move the grain. So what I'll do is I'll max out the length, 240. And now let's take off maybe 4 of those and add on boxcars. Maybe 5. And what color did we say this was? Green, I think. Let's put that on that line. So now, the question is... Yes, so this is recognizing the Dukinfield alcohol distillery, which is exactly what we want it to recognize for our grain. It's also going to deliver a little bit to Carshalton, to hopefully supplement that a little bit, which is perfect. Now, do we have any ships coming back with plastic? These are the 2 heading back up here. And this one is still waiting, and it's because I clogged this. There we go. So I had 1 too many trucks waiting for grain. And as a result, we're getting a pretty good overflow of... Yeah, that was a mistake. Let's see. Let's add on a couple more trucks there. And then, can this support more trucks? Yeah, it probably can, because they're not even that well spaced. So let's bring it up to 50. 50 trucks moving the crude. Let's just see. Is this going to clog? I don't think this is going to. That should be fine. And this ship finally set off. So hopefully... let's see, that is our tools drop-off. So on the purple tools line, let's get 3 vehicles on there. Let's get 2 more on the Conmat. Just because that's a pretty long line. Let's even get 1 more on there, just because there's so many tools need to be delivered. Let's see, this is the Conmat train coming back, and this is our grain train. And this is starting to actually allocate some to the to Yateley now, Tennerden and Carshalton. These are waiting for the plastic, which is perfect. Wonder how this is doing. This is always the weakest portion of the passenger route here. The Carshalton to Twickenham leg. But the Twickenham to Redruth leg typically performs really well. Yeah, so this is coming in. It will take a minute. Cool. Okay, so this is working really well. We've got a lot of crude flowing. And we actually, just in case, I'm going to add on a couple more platforms and then a building just to buffer this. I don't want to lose out on any of this crude or any of this refined oil. Want to make sure that that keeps flowing. But this is running really well now. And what this is going to allow us to do as well is because we can start to incorporate Dukinfield. Now, I don't know how we want to do that. I don't know if we want to run maybe a bus up to Dukinfield for now. That could work. Just wondering, I could put in a little interchange right here for buses. If I came through here. Yeah, why don't I do that? So what I'll do is I'll pull this up here. Maybe to like there. Pull that through there. I'm just going to delete that road. Actually, I'll just put it in. I'll just help them out. And then why don't we put in a bus stop like here. We can kind of expand it. Like that. And then we could actually... I don't know why it's saying that that's not possible. Yeah, we'll do something like that. And now we can get a little circulator going on in Dukinfield. So why don't we get... We'll just kind of help them develop a little bit. Connect up some of these. Oh, beat me to it. And now let's see. So we'll have a bus stop there. Could have a couple stops there. There. Like that. And now if we establish some new lines. See, I would love for them to come down this way. Not like that, unfortunately. So let's get rid of those. Let's put them in here. Come down here. Let's make this blue. We haven't used a good blue in a while. And this will be our bus route. And this will be Dukinfield bus. And this is going counterclockwise. We'll copy that. Clockwise. Make this that same blue. And now we'll just run it the other way. Just like that. And now they're using that interchange. That's really good. So now we can come onto here. Let's get these slower ones for in the city. Maybe we'll get 8 of them. 4 for each. So these 4 will go on the counterclockwise, and these 4 the clockwise. And now we can actually set up a little bus down to Redruth. And why don't we use this same stop here? Is that smart? I wonder actually if I could... Yeah, I could do one like that. So let's put that in there. Like that. And then we could come in here, make that a little bit bigger. Oh, we just got new trucks. That's awesome, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade both of these lines with the new trucks. We need to use the tarpaulins, because these can't move liquid. So now those will all be the tarpaulin trucks. They're a lot faster. Let's compare the speeds. So 16 and 5 compared to 25 and 7. Much better trucks. So those should work really well. And just for the fun of it, let's swap these with the tarpaulins. And these with the tarpaulins. And then let's swap these with the tarpaulins. Okay, but now we need to set up this new bus line. So let's get a new line from Redruth up here. And at Dukinfield, use platform 3. And let's make this maybe a maroon color. And this will be Redruth to Dukinfield. And because this is inner city, I'm going to have them wait for 60 seconds for people before they come in here. And now let's get maybe 3 from this end, and then maybe 3 from this end of the Gaggenhaus. Perfect. And those will just bounce back and forth. Very nice. Okay. So we're starting to get a pretty good amount of plastic on this line. Let's see. None of these have started. Oh, there is grain here, though. That's perfect. And let's start to upgrade these trucks as well. So the food trucks can be upgraded to the tarpaulins. The grain trucks can be upgraded to the tarpaulins. The plastic trucks. The silver trucks. These can actually be the Benz trucks with side stakes. Can carry the silver bars. Let's do that. And then let's see, the ore trucks. I don't think. Yeah, these need to be the tarpaulins. Now let's just make sure that these trucks can all carry goods. Because the plastic trucks are the ones picking up the goods here. And then the grain, so what they're going to do is they're going to bring them back. Let's see if I can find one that's on its way back. And I would love for them to use like a main road to come back through here. So let's see if I upgrade this as a main road. Yeah, so that construction's not possible. I need to move these. So I'm just going to delete them temporarily, pause the game, upgrade that, and then if I add these back in, put that in there, and then put the tram building back in. And then let's come through here and just get rid of the trams here. And now I'm going to put some waypoints here because I would love for these lines to use this main road. So the plastic. So after the exchange, come up here. And then after this, come back down there. And why they're going that way, I don't know. There we go. Okay, but let's see if I can find... Okay, so these are coming back now with goods. I would actually love to upgrade this road as well. Doesn't really need it as of yet. But so this is coming back with goods, and hopefully it should put it on this platform. Yes. And those goods will then be picked up by the grain trucks and brought back down here. Here comes our big train here. It's going to pick up food, bring it back down to Yateley. And let's sort these. So the Yateley Conmat trucks will only load Conmat, and then the Yateley food trucks will only load food. So hopefully that food, I don't know if it will just disappear or if it will transfer over, but I want them to only load one good, essentially. And then let's come through here and actually improve these trucks. So the food trucks need to be tarpaulins. The Conmat trucks can be the flatbeds. The tools trucks need to be tarpaulins. And then these grain trucks need to be tarpaulins as well. Perfect. Yeah, so that's working really well. Really happy with how this is going. Let's see, let's just kind of clean that up a little bit. And then I'll come through here with a little bit smaller brush size. Just kind of make this look a little bit nicer. Just like that. I think that looks really nice. Okay, so this is working great. I'm really excited for this episode in general. I think we got a lot done, including breaking this entire line, apparently. Okay, 1 minute here. Carshalton food. Let's fix these. Carshalton food. Only load food. Carshalton grain. Only load grain. Silver ore trucks. Only load silver ore. Yeah, because I don't know why this is picking up grain. These should be picking up food. Now, hopefully that kind of fixed what was going on here. Yeah, like these have food on there. I want them to be only one thing on each platform for the trucks. Okay. Now, do we have any better ships that we could put on here? We don't, unfortunately. I really need, I think the Schaffhausen should be coming up pretty soon. I don't know when, though. And it looks like we could get a few more trucks on the plastic here. So let's get like 6 more. It's a pretty long route. How's this doing? Yeah, it's got a ton of silver. And there is actually a ton of silver here. So let's get like 6 more. On the silver delivery, or on the silver drop-off. We just got a ton of silver ore coming in, so that should get shipped over. And I think we're doing really well. I think this is going really well. Now, has any grain made it back here yet? Obviously some has, because these are moving. Is there any grain waiting here? There's not. Ton of plastic, though. Let's see where our other cargo ship is. Yeah, so this is coming back with 68. This one's coming down with a full load of plastic, which is good. Yeah, it's working really well. And with that, guys, I think that is going to bring us to the end of this episode. Looks like we could probably get, before I could just keep tweaking these all day. Let's get 3 more trucks on the grain delivery here. Because we are starting to get a ton of grain. And just in case, I'm going to get another building on there. Just so that we always have enough. Not sure why this happened. Let's delete those. Street access in there. Like that. Yeah, there we go. I just want to make sure that they have enough queuing space. And this is just starved. It's totally starved of food. Or not of food, of grain. So we really need those better ships. I don't know when they're going to show up. And I think we have a few too many vehicles on here. So let's sell maybe 6 of them. I'm going to do it here. Although, they're kind of keeping up. I mean, they're running through as fast as they can. I'll still sell a few of them. I don't mind having a few queued up there, but something just upgraded. I'm not sure what it was. Anyway, I was trying to end the episode like a minute ago. If you guys enjoyed this episode, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. Again, we just made it to 500 subscribers. That is awesome. I would like to make it to 1,000 next. That's the next big goal. So if you made it this far and you enjoyed it, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. Leave a like if you made it this far and enjoyed the video. And consider leaving a comment. Again, how does the new audio sound? I hope it sounds pretty good. But, you know, anything. Comment whatever you want. Whatever you want me to try out. Anything you'd like me to improve on or work on. More than happy. I love getting the comments. They make my day. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. So I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.